Greetings everyone, I am the goddess known as Jackie Gates. Today I have a question for you. What do you call yourself? Oh, I know you call yourself your name, but what are the other labels that you carry around with you? If somebody asks you, who are you? Or what are you? What would you answer? This is a really interesting exercise if you're planning to have 2011 not be the same as 2010. And I'll tell you why. When I started owning the title of goddess, this was something I chose. It did happen by accident, but it felt so right that I just started, owning it. And there have been amazing changes since then. My friend Edward Elliott, in last Friday's Share Your Dream, his dreamer was a lady called Tanya, and she started calling herself Terrific Tanya, and hasn't had an seizure, an epileptic seizure, since then. It just amazes me how powerful labels are. And today I really wanted to get you to give that some thought. You know, we live our lives with labels allocated to us. It starts from the time we're tiny, she's the baby of the family. Boys don't cry, so that you got to be strong. She's clumsy. He's not an athlete. These kind of things. We do it to our kids all the time. And yet there was a study where a group of medium to lower than average kids were given the title of gifted and put into a gifted class. Their teachers were told that they were gifted and they were treated as such. The kids owned those labels and actually became cleverer, became more academic. Their marks shot up, etc. And vice versa, the kids that were actually academically gifted were told that they were in remedial class. They got less intelligent. The power of the labels that you give yourself are incredibly underestimated and amazingly powerful. So if you're looking to change the way you are behaving so that you can have a better life, you can have more abundance, you can be better at your job, better at your business, better at your relationships, whatever it is, it's very difficult if you've already labeled yourself as a type. For example, if you see yourself as a couch potato, if you label yourself as overweight, it actually makes it harder to move through that. There's all that resistance already. If you see yourself as thin and energetic, if you see yourself as somebody, if you call yourself, like, I'm a walker, for example. I love to walk. I walk for an hour a day if I can. That label helps me more than being a couch potato, for example. In the book, The Disciplines of Doership by Joe Schroeder, I'm on my 4th time through. On actually page 8, so it's just after the index, it's really sort of page 1, he says, "Whoever you tell the world that you are is what you will live to prove day in and day out." So if you say things like, I can't cook, I'm not a housekeeper, I don't speak well to strangers, all those kind of labels, these are the things that you're going to prove yourself to be right, because that's how the mind works. You make a statement and the mind is like any other computer. It will find everything it can to substantiate that fact. If you give it a different statement, it will also find all the things it can to substantiate that. So I'm going to give you a little exercise down the bottom here. I encourage you to do it. Give it some thought. Give it 10-15 minutes, however long it takes. I honestly believe that you will be amazed at what you see. And I'm going to encourage you to try out some new labels. Try them out like a new coat. The labels that you choose can make or break you. Now, I'm not saying you have to become a goddess, but I am saying your labels need to be your own choosing. And I'd like to leave you with one last quote from Joe. Who you refuse to be and to reveal, who you refuse to be and to reveal is responsible for all you have decided not to have. Give that some thought. Have a look at the exercise at the bottom here, and let me know what you find. I would be thrilled to hear from you. And if you know somebody, especially a young person who's battling under some kind of misconception about how amazing they truly are, pass this on. If we choose our own labels, who knows what we can be. Have a goddess-worthy day, everyone. Bye for now.